Yo, what's up guys? So in today's video, I want to speak to you guys about what is going on with Trump and the tariffs. Is the US dollar getting weaker? And what does that mean for traders like us? With Trump stepping into the picture and also all of these new situations popping up with his tariffs getting shut down, what is actually going to happen to the US dollar? Are the markets ready to actually shift into chaos? Is the dollar really going to plummet this time? The uncertainty is nail-biting at this point. And listen, if you're not paying attention to what's happening now, I really suggest you wait until the end of this video. Incredible tips of what could possibly happen in the markets in the upcoming weeks. NFP is about to drop, CPI for specific currency pairs. This is going to be a hell of a volatile week, guys. You do not want to miss this, okay? Because guys, if you don't realize, this is one of the biggest macro shifts ever. Dollar had a lot to gain if the tariffs were implemented. And I'm just going to show you what I suggest is going to happen, and you can follow along if you would like. So let's get a little bit of the details. Tariff overview and the impact it could have on the dollar. So what we're going into right now is at the start of 2025, Trump had an idea. He always has ideas. Trump literally came in with a wave of tariffs aimed at literally boosting the dollar's GDP and overall manufacturing. If you think about it historically, tariffs were introduced normally to help with competition in trade, and also this helped with boosting the local currency. So now if you really think about that, what was going to happen is that the tariffs would have given the dollar a nice little bang. But here's the twist. Due to the fact that the federal court has recently just struck those tariffs down, this is going to cause a lot of uncertainty.
I don't know what to do now.
This is going to be a chaotic weeks of trading, I can tell you that. So technically speaking, guys, this is also just coming from, what I've heard and researched. I'm just hearing things and reiterating it and how I'm perceiving it. So what Trump had done was try and pull out a fast card, technically, as he loves to do, which I think is quite ambitious. He kind of just overreached his presidential powers. And the only way that would have actually happened is if through the federal courts if they actually all agreed upon it. So technically speaking, this tariff thing isn't going to be implemented, from what I know. But I have noticed, guys, especially in my trading, when there's uncertainty in the dollar, look at people trying to put money somewhere. So good safe havens like gold can be one, right? Silver, NASDAQ, maybe even anything else that's not technically linked to the US dollar. What's going to happen now, people are going to start running around trying to figure out where the next place to go and buy, which is going to cause a crazy amount of indecision, a crazy amount of volatility, and a lot of volume. This is good news for people that know what to do. Now, let's go and understand these facts. What I want to go and speak about is how this is going to affect the dollar, because I've been looking at a very specific level, and I was very hesitant about taking it because of what's happening. I didn't realize how are these tariffs going to affect, because I haven't been trading for that long. I've never heard of tariffs, to be honest. I know they were there, but didn't know there was a possibility of being able to implement different ones, just like that. So now that this isn't going to happen, I find this causes a beautiful opportunity for us to invest in gold or to trade it for that matter. The most amazing part about all of this is the fact that gold has been one of the fastest moving charts during the last 2 years, making new highs constantly. And we're going to see a really good retracement and a positioning that I think is gold. So there's specific things I'm going to show you guys on the gold chart that I'm going to look for at the end of this. And you guys must be watching the charts, at least for the liquidity sweep, the engulfing candle type movement that we're going to be expecting. So I hope you guys are just paying attention in the trading room, and we're going to deduce where the space could be bouncing. Remember guys, this is all basic knowledge that I've accumulated, and it's my opinion that I am stating here, that I'm going to be looking for liquidity sweep on a demand level in the daily time frame. And this is all the pieces I'm going to put together. I'm going to see how this plays out. So you saw NFP, Friday. Remember, it's all about patience, higher time frames, and no push-posh kind of trash when it comes to trading. Just basic understanding of structure, movement, and liquidity. With that being said, what else could we be looking into? Well, that's a good question. We should definitely go and look at anything that is against the dollar. That's technically BGP, USD. GBPJPY. And then I'm also very interested in, guys, is the NASDAQ. There's a specific position that I might want to take. Without further ado, guys, let me go and explain a few more things about this beautiful golden opportunity that we have. Set up macro news events plus an actual reading of new event data that could position us in such a good place, especially when it comes to specific pairs. Now let me reiterate this. When you have macro information, which is technically the big data, the information that really runs the whole decision making, macro, big impacting news. When those things fall into place and you understand how it's impacting a currency, and then you take that and you put good technicals on a higher time frame, waiting for liquidity sweeps plus engulfing candles within those areas, you just have an incredible mix of, wow, this needs to go somewhere. Like, it's either going to be a good trade-off or it's going to be a good setup for a reverse from that position. And it's happened countless of times. I've seen it happen. I've seen people trade the same patterns on Instagram, on YouTube. It's there, guys. All the evidence is literally in our faces. Patience is what will get you there. I look for structure, liquidity sweeps, and also those incredible engulfing candles that prove that the area has got buying or selling in those structured areas. So we want to see this kind of movement before we actually even enter, but there are sometimes, you know, areas that I find that you can just put a buy limit into and take it as it comes. My final thoughts on all of this, what I have to say to you guys is, rather than trying to predict everything, just remember that trade what you see, not what you think. Don't let your emotions drive your actions. Let the market speak to you. Setups fail, but they also present new opportunities. I really would like to introduce you to my trading room, where we go through this information and we dive deep into all of this stuff. We get a little bit of understanding from the micro, a little bit of understanding from the macro. We've got the edge finder that gives us a helping position and guidance, and then we also have a good technical trading pattern that we use. And it's a very simple one. So please, come join, let's get educated, and let's trade the proper way. Okay guys, so now that we're in my computer, let's quickly just jump into what I'd like to speak to you guys about. That would be, we've got Forex Factory, we have Edge Finder, and then we need to have one more thing that I'm missing, is Trading View. Let's go and double check this. So guys, like I said, we would literally make sure 17. I have never seen that before. Oh my gosh. Guys, this is insane. Okay, anyway. Let me go and speak to you guys about the ones that I'm going to be in. Go look at these three. I'm going to explain them to you, and I'm going to do them. At the same time, do we see gold anywhere around here? Down here, still very, very, very low. We'll go and double check all of this real quick. So with regards to all of this stuff, guys, let's just remember that we are looking at a perspective on this for a news release. Looking for here, guys, is literally based off a understanding of how the economic news will come out. We are looking at PMI for USD, we're looking at CPI for Chef, and we're looking at JOLTS for USD as well. So that's 2 days already. On the third day, Wednesday, we've got now again GBP here, and we've got PMI here. So we want to make sure that we are very, very, very attentive to news, guys. I'm actually going to watch the market play out quite well, just to see what it does. Unemployment again here, I don't think anything else. These are rates, these are big new movements, guys. So the euro could be infected by this big time. Then Friday, we have non-farming payroll. So everything's dropping at 2. So this is going to be very interesting, guys. Remember, this is the first week of June. So we want to make sure that we get this nice. Gold for this week coming up. Very, very simple concept I'm looking at, guys. So we do have this level. Kind of scary, to be honest, that it hasn't hit there yet. That's right on the fair value gap. Easy peasy for some people to pick that out, and I'm seeing a very, very good structure pulling out here though, guys. Seen this area bounce very nicely before. We've got good structure there, and it's got my candlestick pattern that I'm very interested in going for. I'm looking at anything going up to here, so I want to see the liquidity into here and a push even up to maybe here. If you think about this, very simple, because we're trading on a high time frame. I want you guys to just remember, now I'm going to wait and watch and see how this plays out. We've got a very good setup here coming, guys, and also follow a trend line if we even go even further into this. I mean, you can use as many technicals as you want to show that it's a good area, but I just use one, which is structure. It's bounced here, it's bounced, it's liquidated, it's pulled itself up, it's broken a small high here, it's also reacted to a very good area to fall back down to knock out buying potential. Wait for liquidity. Okay, and we can wait a week for that. These guys are standing on a huge time frame here. We've already had like, it took 3 days for this to move, so it could take another 3 days to hit here, and then I can move. That's that one. Then we're gonna go look at the GBP orb, because we've just heard that it was very decent. It looks like it's reacting off here, and I've already got a predicted movement on here. As you can see again, same engulfing, same concept, liquidity, bounce, movement up. We sorted that one out. Next one, guys, that I'm trading was this, but this one looks like it could not be out. I was trading off this bounce here, so we might be fortunate enough, but I'm also seeing a deep pullback into that. So like GBP, USD, I do have another position here, same concept, and you can see I've always got my notes. I've always got my notes. Okay, now if we go look at this on the weekly, this is why I'm writing. See, very simple concept, and you guys will literally do so well if you just stick to one trading style for the rest of your life.